we wanted to do something for veterans and first responders and do an event dedicated specifically for that. And, so this fight for me is, I'm turning 50, man, in 2 weeks, literally 2 weeks after my fight. And I kind of wanted to do something big. And most people at the age of 50 kind of, uh, they'll go get a convertible sports car or go date a younger woman or buy a Rolex. Me, do something crazy, jump out of an airplane, whatever. Me, I just felt like I wanted to just walk under them bright lights one more time and showcase some skills, that they're still kind of a little bit inside a little bit and just take that walk one last time, man. And I'm doing it for a good cause. I'm raising funds for a Gold Star family. This fight's dedicated to Staff Sergeant Kenneth W. Bennett, Army EOD, excuse me. He lost his life in Iraq in 2012. He is survived by his loving wife, Mandy Bennett, and their two kids. And she's a big advocate for Gold Star families and her being in it. And I kind of joined forces with her a little bit and just kind of trying to raise some funds for Gold Star families as well as her family, as well as supporting MARSOC families. So just kind of doing just again, man, just trying to raise funds for Gold Star family and awareness. And awareness for remember, freedom isn't free. It comes with the highest of costs. Yes, we live in the land of the free because of the brave, but let's not forget about that. And that's really the big thing why I'm fighting for this fight.
That's amazing. That's amazing that you're doing that. And, I know that that's very important to you. I could get the sense of that when we were chatting about it before. Now, getting to your upcoming fight here, you're up against John Soka. He's making his pro debut. Tell us a little bit about your, preparation leading up to this big one for you, and what, if anything, you know about John coming into this big one on June 28th.
I've never been an advocate about trashing my opponent or talking bad about them. That's just not something I do. They've done it to me in the past, but that's just never really been my thing, man. And I've been fighting on and off for a while. The crazy thing, and I got to tell people this, you go to places like B-Dubs or cool places like that and just watch fights or whatever back in the day, and you could hear, civilians, as I call them, or people that have never trained a day in their life. I'm, I would do this, I would do that and stuff. And I'm thinking back now, I haven't done anything, Brett, in 10 years. Nothing in over 10 years. I fought 10 years ago against David Reeves. Was my last pro fight against David Reeves, a BJJ black belt, Fluffy BJJ. Big shout out to him, man. And I haven't done anything since then. Literally 10 years ago, I fought and haven't done anything since then. Got fat and happy, man. Enjoyed life. Referee, because that's how everybody pretty much knows me now, is I'm a big referee in the area. And I love reffing fights, man. It's an honor to share the cage with so many great warriors throughout the years and stuff. And didn't I ref one of your fights, Brett? Pretty sure I reffed one of your fights.
Yeah, back in the day, you've been reffing for a while.
Long time, yeah.
And you're one of the best referees that we have, in my opinion, man. So I always say you and Mr. Michael Dolman, I think you guys are two of the best we got in here. And we have others. I'm not saying anything, but I think you and him have put in your time in the game and understand it, and that's what makes a good ref, and can make those quick decisions.
I've always been an advocate for people that want to become referees, man, to just train and learn the sport, understand it for a few years, even before you get into training, to refereeing and officiating and judging, and then kind of just shadow and go through it a couple times until you eventually get your time to do it, And no referee is perfect. I don't care how long you've been in the game, man. Officiating is not easy. It's, you're going to make mistakes. It happens. It's just part of the game. Even at the highest level in the UFC and PFL and, and all the top rated shows, referees make mistakes, man. It just happens. But, and judges as well. But as we know.
But definitely the judges.
Yeah. I hate to be in their shoes. I'm glad I'm not a judge, man. Guys like Ronnie Rodriguez and those guys, man, I give it up to them because they're always, they're under the scrutiny of being a judge, man.
Yeah.
But preparing for this fight, man, I haven't done anything in 10 years. And I see these guys that always want to talk about stuff like that. This stuff is hard, man. I've forgotten how hard it's been to train for for combat sports. I'm old, I'm achy, I'm hurting, everything sucks, but at the same time, my mentality is I'm excited about it, man. It gets me back into the forum and gets me back into doing what I love, and that's training with the younger guys and seeing how they've developed and how the game has developed so much since my time, and it's transitioned so much, and it's just I get excited for it, and it feeds me the energy that I need to be able to push forward, man, through the pains and aches and the fight. We all know fighting is easy. Stepping in the cage or ring is easy to do, but leading up to it, it's
Yeah.
dancing underneath the other lights before you dance underneath those bright lights.
Yeah.
That's where it's at, man. Muhammad Ali said it best. I hate training.
Yeah.
I hate training, but the fight part I love. So you gotta take the first fight, which is the training and the weight cut, to be able to get down the whole mental, mindset of getting your mind right for these fights and stepping into that ring and be able to perform, man. That's what it
Yeah.
really is about me. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and that's exciting. And I know that you getting back into the swing of things after 10 years, I mean, your body just must feel a little different, right? I mean, the recovery, mainly, and everything like that. And you'll be welcoming John into into the pro ranks here, coming into his pro debut here, coming up on Cagezilla 85. Let our Cagezilla fans know what kind of energy you'll be bringing into fight day. What kind of welcome are you planning on giving John here in his pro debut, June 28th?
you know, um, I like John. He's a great guy. I'm looking forward to stepping into the cage with him, man. It's just two old head masters stepping into the cage and putting on a show, man. Both come from striking backgrounds, man. Both, it should be fun, man. I'm bringing a ton of energy. I'm always bringing energy. If you know anything about me, I mean, talking wise, I bring energy, man. I
Yeah,
just try to
yeah,
go in there
yeah.
and I'm gonna go in there and put on a show, man. Give the fans what they want.